Hello everybody. Well, I've been working on another project. I got my Canon SX40 out of mothballs and couldn't find my USB remote shutter remote that I made up, because you can use CHDK and have USB shutter release. I couldn't find the remote, so I had to make another one, but I didn't want a wired remote. I was getting tired of that. Don't want to be tethered to the camera all the time. So I went on Gaybay there and found us a nice little remote. Somebody was selling a used one for, I think it was like 25 bucks. So it was in the box, brand new, you know, just I guess they bought it for the wrong camera. So I bought it, and I'm like, well, this is good. Now there's no way to still control the SX cameras. I go, I need USB. How can I modify this for USB? So with a little work, I did a little modification to it. Excuse me. And our little beastie here has now USB capabilities, you know, as well as the original. So I can use this with the Canon cameras and the CHDK software, or I can use it with the EOS, you know, running stock firmware, or Magic Lantern. Sweet! You know, I like it because, you know, you gotta put things away, you forget that you left one thing on, and well, what's nice is, okay, now it's paired up. As you can see, there should be a antenna there. But when I turn off the remote, this actually turns off. That is a sweet little feature. As you see, the receiver is no longer flashing. It is actually turned off. I like that. You know how many times I'd throw this in the camera bag or up on the shelf, forget to turn this off, but you don't forget to turn the remote off. That is a neat little item. But on with the show. So I was like, well, how am I going to do this? It took me, added a 3-volt battery, button cell battery to it, and maybe I'll add some photos of that in the video here, I don't know. And then I cut a hole in the side, put a USB port in it so I can plug in this cable. Hopefully I'll find a little bit better cable, but for now this one is quite sufficient. And basically she just plugs in the side. Just like that. When she's in the camera, boom. You could ask for anything more. Now, it's not professionally cut out, you know, laser perfect, so it did kind of come out kind of cruddy. But, hey, you know, I'm not trying to win no awards for professionalism at all. But it's solid. You know, that sucker not going nowheres. And straight. That was why the hole came out odd in the plastic, is because I wanted the plug somewhat straight. It's got a little bit of a tip down to it. But, you know, this way it's fine. You see plastic meets the plastic there. But because of the curvature of the plastic on the bottom, it doesn't meet there. So we had to cut corners. She runs off the standard 2 AAAs. But as I said, inside I added a 3-volt button cell battery that is in series with the full press button on the remote. So basically it throws enough voltage through the USB port for the Canon to be triggered by it. And I just turned it back on, so you turn it back off. Oh, geez. Is that off? Now see, I wouldn't want to go through that every time I turned it on and off, on and off. A lot easier just to click, turn it off, you're done. Alright, let me throw this mess together and put it on this tripod, and we'll continue in a minute. Hello again. Oh, we got our setup here, our Canon SX40 here. A bit of a dirty lens on it, but oh well. And we're just here to do a simple click video, that's all. Even a dirty screen from touching it. But I don't have a show camera, it's a use camera. Turn the thing on. There's CHDK initialized. I'm not going to run any scripts, so I'm not going to run with the thing on. And we got our remote. So basically, just boom. Or if I want to do like HDR, let's pull up a HDR script. Ultra HDR 3. Now it'll click, gain focus. There she goes. Now she's going to go through her multiple shots. Man, this camera's filthy. You've been through what this camera's been through, you'd be dirty too. Okay, that's the end of it. There you go. You know, so, you know, I can use the programmed features on the remote, you know, if I so wish to. Or I can just use it in single button mode. But when it's put back on an EOS or something that actually is set up for a normal shutter release, it is two-step. You know, you got half press and then full press. But the way I got it set up on this is just full press hold. It's gained its focus. Just release. Starts her. And as you see, that's each exposure is going to get brighter and brighter because that's HDR. Then we stack the photos, you know, after that. So there you go. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this stupid thing, the remote, but you can find them all over eBay. They're infesting eBay. Modifying them to work USB is really easy. You know, once I figured out that the two penlight or AAA batteries in it wouldn't provide enough current for the camera to detect. You know, it was getting 3 point some volts, but there wasn't enough oomph, enough current for it to do anything. So added the watch battery in series with it. Triggers it every time. Works beautiful. Yeah, you're thinking, well, that's way too much voltage. Not really, because there's not enough current, not enough amperage. So there's really not enough there to hurt anything. So, and plus it should just make the watch battery last pretty much forever, just needing to replace the two AAAs in it every now and then. I catch you later. See ya.